We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Carson Wentz.
Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
42's the mic, boy. 42. 42's the mic. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 74.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Wins to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He'll fire deep for Rager. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And what is this? We're lining up here to punt on 1st down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Wentz on third down. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
And what is this? We're lining up here to punt on first down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Minshew, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Raquel Armstead, 28 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Eagles 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DJ Curt, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And Eifert has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go play action here with Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz on target to Jalen Reagor. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they... Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew flushed out right. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. On the slant, this is Curt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It'll be Minshew again. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. And took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one.
They make up for it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Looking long for Westbrook. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Minshew to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, man open. It's Goodwin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Miles Jack with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dwayne Smoot in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. as they take a 3-0 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through and give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he comes back with one complete.
Minshew's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
1st down.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
4 on the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Minshew's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his skirt after mud, after dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Minshew sets to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Eagles.
In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57 to mark. 57 to mark. Let's get up. 57. Mike, 57. Oh, here we go. Oh, get it.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
On the set. 57. Alpha. 57 to mark. 57. Right. Hey. Keep the ball. Ball.
Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
57 to mark. 57 to mark. The pass. 57 to mark. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
On second down now. It's Thompson, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
The ball carried by.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Minshew on target here to Chark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Jaguars.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to Thompson on the screen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
From 21 yards away. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
17. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott on board.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. To the left side here for Eifert. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
He's brought down at the 50.
Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
C.J.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Wentz. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor there to make the grab. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And his kick is good.
Eagles 14. Jaguars nothing. Jake Elliott to
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz on target to Jalen Reagor. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Complete.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it. Pass it. He's crossing. He's checking crack. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
It'll be Minshew again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Derek Barnett in there. For the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
At the 36-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Rager.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flush to his right. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll run on first down. Sanders, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Wentz. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz on target to Jalen Reagor. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into. And an Eagle touchdown. Eagles.